Do subscribe to Ekeeda channel and press bell icon to get updates about latest engineering, HSC and IIT JEE main and advanced videos.
Hello students, let us solve question number 3, NEET Physics paper 2017. Students, let us solve question number 3. Radioactive material A has decay constant 8 lambda and material B has decay constant, this would be actually lambda, so this is lambda. So 8 lambda and metal B has decay constant lambda. Initially they have a same number of nuclei. After what they have same number of nuclei, so initial value is same. After what time the number of nuclei B to that of A is 1 over E. This is the question. Okay, now we have A and B, two materials radioactive, so they will decay. The decay constant of A is 8 lambda. Here the decay constant is 8 lambda. Decay constant 8 lambda, and that of B is lambda. Initially they have same number of nuclei. Suppose the initial amount is n0 when I consider time t equals to 0. At time t equals to 0, they have same number of nuclei. After what time the ratio of B that of A, that means suppose after time t equals to certain time t, the number of nuclei B is NB and A here it is Na. The ratio number of nuclei B that of A is this. So the amount that is present here and to that of A, the ratio will give was 1 by E. So you have to find the time. So the time is in terms of this lambda, I have to find reciprocal of that. So according to the decay law states that the rate of disintegration is directly proportional to the number of nuclei present at that instant. So if the number of nuclei, the rate of decay is proportional to the number of nuclei present at that instant, so is I'll write this is obviously decay is negative sign means that it is decaying. dn over dt is equal to some minus lambda into n. So from here I get dn over lambda I can keep there, no problem, and I bring down, so it's a minus lambda dt. If I take integration, so I have when time t equals to 0, my n value is n0 here, because initially I have taken n0, and after time t it is suppose n. So this is ln n, and this minus this. Obviously I should have written separately, so let me write this in the next page. This one dn over n is ln, and the variables are n to n, lower limit, upper limit, and here is minus lambda into, here you can say that dt integration is t and 0 to t, so it is t, and that varies from 0 to t. So from here I will write ln n minus ln n naught equals to minus lambda t. From here I will write ln of n over n0 equals to minus lambda t. From here n over n0 is some e to the minus lambda t. So this is the expression of this is the expression of any nuclei that is present. This is the nuclei present, obviously, and this is the original nuclei. Now, how much is lost, then it is the difference. But we are interested in how much is present, so n becomes n naught e raised to the power minus lambda t. This equation we are going to use. Now we have A and B, two materials. So the number of nuclei present at A at an instant after time t, because I have taken time t for both. After what time? Suppose after time t. If I consider after time t, then I consider the time which is common to both. So this time will remain the same, but then NA and NB will be different, because that depends upon the decay constant. You can see here that this lambda stands for the decay constant, and that is different. So for material A and for material B, for material A, I write Na equals to N0 e raised to the minus lambda, which is 8 lambda t. Here it is 8 lambda, and that of B, here I write N of B. N of B is N0 e to the minus lambda t, because that was only lambda. So the question is that if I take NB over NA, which is to be found, then NB is N0 e raised to the minus lambda t over this value, which is N0 e raised to the power minus 8 lambda t. This N0 will cancel out, and we are left with this will become plus, and therefore e raised to the power 8 lambda t minus lambda t, which is equal to e raised to the power 7 lambda t. Okay, e to the 7 lambda t. Now we have NB over NA is also given in the question. NB over NA in the question is given 1 over E, because if you see the question, that the ratio number of nuclei of B that of A is 1 over E. So this is also equation number 2, and earlier I got just now I got the value, which is here I got the value to power 7 lambda t. So NB over NA I got e to the power 7 lambda t. So if I compare these two equations, then the right side will be same, because the lefts are same. So e to the power 7 lambda t is equal to 1 over E, or I can solve this by writing this is E equal to e to the minus 1. So e to the power something is equal to e to the something, then the something must be same, because that has to be similar, they have to be equal. 7 lambda t must be equal to minus 1, or I'll write that is t equals to minus 1 over 7 lambda. Okay, that is NB is this one, this is this one, so I'm getting a minus over there. Magnitude wise it is actually coming out to be like that. So this has no bearing on that, because I can write NA over NB, which is minus, and then it becomes plus. Then you have to A that of B is this. Initially they have the same number of nuclei. After what time the okay. If I divide this, then NB over NA, NB is already given minus, so it is so if you take the reciprocal of that, NA over NB, then it will be minus, otherwise it is plus. So magnitude wise, if I see, then time cannot negative, so T can be 1 over 7 lambda. So this is the answer to this question, and it might be E. I don't know, because this depends on this question. It might be E also. I have to see that question. If it is E, then this will be E. Then this will be 7 lambda directly will get. If I consider this NB over NA as E, then my 7 lambda T equals to 1, then T equals to 1 upon 7 lambda. Because in this situation, in this relation, there is no problem with that. So students, this is the answer. Time should never be negative. So if you go by the question, then none of the option is correct. You go by the options, then none of the option is correct. So to match the answer, you have to write either NA by NB here, NA by NB here, it will be E, then only it will equal, or you either write this as E, then this is the answer. So there is some little bit of mistake in the question, but the answer is 1 over 7 lambda. This is the right answer to this question. Okay, thank you.